Common elements of active and engaging learning experiences include. Correct. All of these is the right answer. Which of the following is not an effective engagement strategy? Excellent choice. Sit and lecture is the right answer. Some important teaching skills are. Nice work. You chose presenting, eliciting, giving instructions, managing error, and it is correct. This lesson framework belongs to. Sharp thinking. Ellis is the right choice. Learning is defined as dash. You're right. Modification of behavior is the correct answer. What is one of the skills online teachers need to develop to create an engaging and productive environment? Solid response. Technology and support systems is a valid choice. A set of strictly overt behaviors of the teacher that can be observed, measured, and modified is dash. Right choice. Teaching skill is the best answer. The most important component of micro teaching for behavior modification of teacher trainee is dash. Nice selection. Re-feedback is the correct and valid answer. Teacher trainee can integrate the teaching skill in real or normal classroom situation is dash. Excellent. Post-active phase is a brilliant choice. The process of teaching involving the experiments or devices to explain the concept is dash. Great thinking. Demonstration is the right choice. Explanation bridges the gap between the new knowledge by dash it to past knowledge. Good job. Your answer relating works well here. The phase which enabled the teacher trainee to practice the teaching skill is dash. Strong choice. Skill acquisition phase is the right answer. The activities to be used in teaching the content are developed or selected. Well picked. Selecting instructional strategy is the correct answer. An activity is planned to capture the undivided attention of the students. Valid point. Planning the introduction is true. The duration of the Indian model of micro-teaching given by NCERT is. Clear logic. Your choice 36 minutes is sound and 100% true. Which of the following is a subcomponent of the skill of explanation? You got it? Your choice testing pupil understanding is right. So what do you think dash the weather in Hanoi? Discuss in pairs now. Nicely done. Of is a solid answer. Be careful. These words are pronounced differently but dash the same. Smart move. Written is an accurate answer. Sequence order of presentation is a subcomponent of skill of dash. Exactly. Demonstration makes sense and it is right choice. Dash distinguished between real-world tasks and pedagogical tasks. On track. Now is the correct answer. Refer to the uses of language in the world beyond the classroom. Well done. Target tasks is the right choice. What does the 5 basic principles of adult learning not include? You chose fellowship, and it is correct. Teacher trainee takes several skills within 20 minutes is dash. Great job. Mini teaching is the accurate answer. Also, dash the diagram with suitable words from the recording. Good thinking. Complete is the right answer. Can you please speak dash? I can't hear you well. Select one. Smart pick. Up is the correct choice. The success of teaching a lesson content depends on its dash. Correct response. Introduction is the most accurate answer. It served as a preparation for a main task of the same kind. Perfect. Pratask is the correct choice. Singh and Joshi teaching skills have dash components. Bravo. 3 is the answer. In skill of stimulus variation, focusing are of dash types. Right again. 3 is a valid answer. The specifics that students should learn are identified. Well reasoned. Writing instructional objectives is the correct choice. Use of appropriate devices is a subcomponent of dash. Smart move. Skill of introduction is an accurate answer. Dash refers to attention drawing behavior in teacher. Nice selection. Stimulus variation is the correct and valid answer. Raising eyebrows is an example of dash. Reinforcement. Good thinking. Negative nonverbal is the right answer. To use previous learned material in new situation is on track. Application is the correct answer. Now we'll listen to and dash from a weather forecast. Right choice. Extract is the best answer. The students like to spend the most of the time with. Exactly. Peers make sense and it is right choice. The phases of micro-teaching was described by dash. Well done. J.C. Cliff, 1976 is the right choice. The level of learning by the learners is checked. Strong choice. Planning the evaluation is the right answer. Could you explain what you mean dash? Too much. Excellent. By is a brilliant choice. Successful teaching is highly dependent on dash. Solid response. Questioning is a valid choice. Don't mix dash the word towel with tower. Good job. Your answer with works well here. As you listen, fill dash the missing words. Correct response. In is the most accurate answer. When should be probing of questions done? Well picked. All of the above is the correct answer. What type of questions can we categorize? Sharp thinking, referential, implicit and explicit is the right choice. Put the stress on the last dash, please. Great job. Syllable is the accurate answer. Dash proposed 3 categories of tasks. You're right. Prabhu is the correct answer. Preactive phase is also known as dash. Smart pick. Knowledge acquisition phase is the correct choice. The content to be taught is determined. Correct. Determining or redetermining content is the right answer. Are those that occur in the classroom? Perfect. Pedagogical tasks is the correct choice. Micro-teaching cycle has dash steps. Nice work. You chose 6, and it is correct. At the highest level of hierarchy is. Nicely done. Evaluation is a solid answer. Dash is the powerful teaching aid. You got it? Your choice, Blackboard, is right. Now repeat dash the tape, please. You chose after, and it is correct. Does anyone dash Trung's answer? Clear logic. Your choice share is sound and 100% true. Which are receptive skills? Well reasoned. Reading and listening is the correct choice. Stages of development are: right again, cognitive, practice and feedback is a valid answer. The word pedagogy means bravo. To lead the child is the answer. Told teacher is reactive. Great thinking. Teacher's role is the right choice. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Excellent choice. Contact Narayan Changder is the right answer.